Welcome back. You're watching Power Breakfast on CNBC TV 18. Back home on Andhra Street yesterday, the markets fell in the last hour to end of the highs of the day. In fact, the Nifty as well as the Sensex closed absolutely flat with minor losses. It was the Nifty Bank which outperformed, led by gains in ICICI Bank as well as Axis Bank. The mid-caps, they ended with gains of about 50 points as well. A lot of cues to work with. It's the FNO expiry, Fed meet and the Union budget tomorrow. Ekta joins us to tell us all those cues and details. Ekta.
Hi, thanks Mangalam for that. Well, like you mentioned, in fact, it was quite an interesting session of trade in yesterday's trading session. So it was really the Nifty and the Sensex which ended absolutely flat yesterday, but what really stood out was the Bank Nifty outperformance, which was, like you mentioned, led by Axis as well as ICICI Bank. ICICI ahead of numbers and Axis reacting to numbers. Now, in terms of fund flows, also yesterday, the FIIs net bought around 130 odd crores and the DIIs also net bought around 500 odd crores. So that would probably be a positive indicator, especially in the run up to the budget. Now, in terms of cues for trade, well, I think the biggest cue for today would definitely be the fact that it is one day to go for the interim budget, though we have a lot of other cues to watch out for, which I'll get to in just a minute. So maybe there will be some amount of lighter positions which would probably be taken in the run-up to the budget tomorrow, as well as maybe positions taken on stocks that could be impacted. So, for example, maybe agri stocks could be in focus on account of, maybe any sort of incentive coming towards the farm sector. Now, in terms of global cues, yes, it was the Fed meet overnight. The Fed held its rate steady, and the commentary seemed to be more dovish for the market. So you could see that the US markets rallied. We have Asia, which is higher, and we have the SGX also, which is indicating that it could be a positive start for us. Now, in terms of the other cues, it is Jan series expiry today, first expiry of the new year of 2019, and the Nifty is just about flattish in this particular expiry. ICICI Bank, very good numbers which came in for ICICI Bank. It reported one of the best quarters in the last 3 years, but the Sri Krishna report could probably be an overhang for that particular stock. So let's see how much of the reaction would be towards fundamentals. A lot of Nifty earnings today: Hero Moto, Indiabulls Housing, Bharti Airtel, UPL, Power Grid, Vedanta. All of them will be, coming out with numbers today. Watch out for the money markets also ahead of the budget tomorrow.
Ekta, you'll also be watching out for a lot of stocks today?
Well, yes, I will be watching out for a lot of stocks today. So I already mentioned that ICICI Bank would be in focus ahead of numbers. There's a lot of result reactions to reckon with. So Castrol profit up around 40% BEL profit up 67%, EIH profit up around 49%, Jindal Stainless profit down 59%, LIC Housing Finance, where the profit was up around 25% Ajanta Pharma, the board has approved a buyback, plus the revenue is down around 18% in Q3. Torrent Pharma revenue up 40%, though it was below some street expectations. Board has also approved fundraising to the tune of 5,000 crores. Hexaware profit below estimates, revenue in line in constant currency terms. NTPC in focus on account of numbers. Net profit at a little below our poll, which we were anticipating, but the revenue was higher. And a couple of others include the, an earnings impact from Shimaru, Sagar Cement, Blue Dart. Ashoka Buildcon came in the last dying hours of trade yesterday. So maybe it would probably react today as well. And Zydus Wellness, they've completed the acquisition of Heinz. So that stock would be in.
All right.